All right, we're ready to do the closing. It's going to be super quick. Yeah, let's get it out of the way. We're a little bit behind schedule, so let's get it back. Okay, so thank you so much for coming. I cannot believe the turnout. It's just crazy. And also, thank you for wearing your masks. It's been really easy. You know, that aspect of it has not been a problem. A little retrospective of some of the last 10 years of shirts and badges. There's some cool ones here, and I'm really bummed I don't have like that one for sure. And that one's, that's an upside down Sasquatch. I wish I had those too. And let's see, badges. I've only got, well, actually, I think I have 4 of those. I don't have the 2014 one, obviously. Right, so who am I, why am I here? You already know, I'm Scott. I'm the event coordinator, and Joe wanted more free time, so he talked me into doing this. So the theme, we talked about this in the morning. I don't know if you guys missed it at 9:30, but basically we evolved from the top image down to the bottom image, and the scenario is Sasquatch coming out of hibernation, out of his cave. Oh, I can take my mask off since I'm talking. I love this mask hanger here. And he's like being blinded by the cyberpunk sun. So that was kind of our concept there. We had some other ones, but they didn't really go anywhere. And yes, the insecurity pun is intended. So for these designs, we have to thank John and Melinda Hannes. And they gave us a lot of stuff to work with and did a lot of iterations for us on this to get to this. And of course, the BSides mission is to promote and cultivate local information security talent. And so we had a local guy keynote this year. I really was appreciative for him agreeing to do that. So also, thank you to our attendees. So here are the latest stats. So 420 people showed up today. That's amazing. If you could, thank you. Yep. If you could retweet that and tag Elon Musk and Joe Biden, that would be awesome. Thank you. So some of the stuff I learned today. There are 5 people from North Dakota here. They took the train here. Hackers on a train. Why did they come to this BSides? They came here to play the CTF. I mean, that's commitment. That's just wild. So hopefully, a long time on the train? No, they trained a long time. Was that a dad joke? I think so. Okay, all right, okay. So, kind of on an area of improvement is we only had 16 volunteers, and I want to give a big shout out to our 16 volunteers. They were freaking awesome. For 420 people, we need more volunteers. Please, next year, get it in there. Thank you. I'll have, there's a link on the website. We'll put it up. Thank you to our speakers. We had some, I think we had some outstanding talks. This last one was, it had everything. Exactly. It had humor, it had dumb criminals, it had all the elements. Also, I think our sponsors were really happy. The feedback I got was our sponsors were very happy with the conference because they were engaged a lot by the attendees. They appreciate that. That's why they give us money to come here. So thank you so much for visiting them. And if volunteers, please, webpage, drop down, volunteers, fill in the form. Specialized skills. If you have anything that you're really into doing or that you want to learn, like GitHub or whatever, let us know what you're into, and we can try and find something that meets that. big thanks to Brian as well for the live streaming. He came in at the last minute and saved the day so that we could live stream this to YouTube. So thanks to all of our event committee leads. We had people doing multiple things. So some folks like Mickey and Maggie and who else? You know, John did a lot of work. Also want to thank Open Signal for coming in and doing the audio, much appreciated, and PSU for really helping us a lot as well, being a really good partner for a venue. Also, reminder, I said this in the morning, do not bend the badge. It has a limit, and beyond that limit, the badge self-destructs. And so part of that local mission is to have a group of local InfoSec professionals as our CFP review board to select talks that fill that mission. Also, thank you to Joe. We all want to believe, and Joe wants to go to more talk or go to more cons. So apparently, yeah, we've got to step it up and let him do that. Thank you so much, Joe. You're the oracle and the people whisperer, and appreciate all of your help and wonderful advice. Also have to thank my girlfriend because she put up with me for the last 6 months when I was doing this. And so logistics, right? We've already talked about the badge. The doors down on the ground floor will be open to the public until 5 p.m. If you want to go out and come back in after 5, what time is it? 5:18. You'll need a door buddy or somebody on the inside to let you back in. The food and drink is supposed to be out until 7:30 p.m., but if the food runs out, per OLCC rules, they have to pull the alcohol. So just be aware. What else? For volunteers and everybody else, and anybody who wants to help, we're going to load out all our gear starting at 7:30 p.m. or 19:30 for you military folks. Contests and events, CTF, I'm sorry, is still going on. We're going to notionally stop that at 18:30 so that Michael has time to prepare the prize slides, and he will award the prizes for the CTF after the quiz show completes and does their prizes. Big prizes, talked about this earlier. Quiz show, prizes for that as well, 18 to 1900 hours or as soon as we can get that started. What else? Transparency, budget. The donations from attendees, over $14,000. Wow, you guys make this happen. Thank you. Give yourselves a hand. So I think, we'll probably exceed 25K but not by too much for our spend. I think the big thing that, that's increasing is catering. No worries. It's all good. Right, let's see what else. So sponsors contributed $19,000 of our budget for this year. So also let's give them a hand for that because that's nice. But I think we have to recognize that you attendees kicked in over half of what we're going to spend. So thank you so much. Next year, hardware badges. Yes, please. We love these badges, but I'd like to see a hardware version of this in a smaller size that's more convenient to wear. We're going to need more room. We're going to need 2 talk tracks. And next year, right. Do we do it in October? We're going to do a survey. Do we keep the same venue? I think the things that we want to ask you are, what did you think about PSU? What's your general feeling? How was the event for you here? Positive? Negative? I see all positive. I think the lunch options around here are really great, much better than the convention center for sure. Let's see, what else? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So, cool. Great. We'll set up quiz show. Oh.
So we got to thank Scott, because I've been doing this for 5 years and I was done and I needed some help. And Scott just showed up and did it this year. I basically committed to nothing and obligated myself to nothing, and it still happened, and it happened great, and everything went well. And that's all because Scott has been taking the charge of basically everything. So tell everybody outside to come in and start clapping as well. Tell people outside to come clap for Scott.
Thank you, Joe.
Tell people in the hallway, if there's anybody in the hallway, tell them to come in.
Thank you very much.
Come on. Thank you, Scott. Oh.
That's why I did it, for that hug. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. And oh, by the way, I think one of our lessons learned was should have let that last talk start immediately and not interrupt it with food and drink. Whoopsie. Learned. Okay. Thank you. See you in 40 minutes or so.